What's going on, guys? We are back with another video, and today it's... Hey, yo, come a little closer, bro. Come here. Come a little closer. I got some leaks for you today, alright? JUJUTSU KAISEN 3, Modulo. Let's get to it. The chapter begins with the man-eater appearing. Yuka and Tsurugi both question why the sorcerers were involved instead of the government, since it's an extermination mission. Usami reveals the location that they are all traveling to, which is Jifu Mountain. Tsurugi then recalls the infamous shark that swam up a river, but Usami corrected him, saying no, this shark swims through the forest. Tsurugi is still upset about the don't talk to me thing, which was said by Cross and not Maru. Tsurugi goes on to say, so today it's okay to talk to me, right? Yuka then cuts him off, saying the people of this country and what they call cursed energy is something that leaks and accumulates. The true nature of a yokai and the strange phenomenon start with this. Tsurugi then says, missions like extermination missions of abnormal beings haven't occurred anywhere outside the supernatural wasteland of Tokyo for the past several decades. And then the moment the aliens showed up, this happens. When you really stop and think about it, it does make sense. Because for the last 68 years, there has been a decreasing number of not only sorcerers but cursed spirits, and she said outside of the wasteland Tokyo, which was the battle of Ryoma Sukuna, she said outside of that area, cursed energy is damn near abysmal. Like, it's damn near abysmal and no curses really appear like that. So this hasn't happened in a while, so I'm kind of understanding where she's coming from. As the chapter continues, we learn that the sorcerers are saying that the man-eater could be another alien, which greatly offends Maru, who says his kind isn't like that. We also learned that it was 2 victims and 3 witnesses to the attack, but they all have different bite markings, meaning it was possibly 2 culprits. Tsurugi goes on to say, beneath the surface, I think a war of invasion by the aliens is about to start. Maru is confused as to what he means by that. We're doing all this to prevent the outcome. He then goes on to say, what about you? Do humans have enough morality to talk about aliens? Tsurugi replies with, coming into someone's house uninvited, you have no room to talk. Remember, Tsurugi is mad about the previous night, so him picking a fight with Maru is really uncalled for. But in the middle of their argument, a floating shark appears right next to them. Tsurugi draws his sword, but Maru stops him because the sparks and the flames from it will start a wildfire and burn down the entire area. But after he says that, somehow, some way, Maru gets a hold of the shark and starts riding him. Tsurugi gives chase, but as he gets closer, he realizes it's not a cursed spirit, it's a former sorcerer by the name of Nagata, and that he's looking for a man-eating tiger, which explains one set of bite marks, but not the other. We then learn that Nagata wants to save the tiger and not kill it because he's seen it grow up, and he knows the harsh circumstances that it went through. Nagata then races off, saying he smells blood and thinks it's the tiger. As the chapter continues, Nagata, Tsurugi, and Maru find the tiger. Nagata tries to catch the tiger, but gets his fin cut off in the process. Tsurugi jumps in to save Nagata from further damage and prepares to draw his sword on the tiger. We then get a small flashback of a young Nagata and the tiger, and it's obvious he really did care for the tiger. Tsurugi then kills the tiger spirit, which breaks Nagata's heart, but he thanks Tsurugi for shouldering the burden. As the chapter slows down, we see Maru sitting by a tree. He goes on to say our task is to gather information and to judge whether we and humans can coexist. That's my role. My curse technique is something I share with my twin brother, so its use is prohibited, except in emergencies. Maru goes on to say, if he uses his power in a big way, it will be passed on to his brother. If a situation arose where he had no choice but to use the power, he thought it would worsen the human's impression of him. That's why he hesitated in using his power. After hearing the information, Tsurugi is shocked. Tsurugi asks him what made Maru want to tell him all of a sudden. Maru says because he wanted them to get along. The tiger and him might be the same. We can communicate with a word, so I want to use every word to express myself. We then find out that the tiger isn't dead and that Tsurugi saved it instead of killing it, and tells Nagata not to lose him again, as the chapter comes to an end. Yeah, that was a good chapter. I was wondering when they were going to tell Tsurugi that Maru had a twin, and the fact that Maru did it at the end of this chapter because Tsurugi was acting like an asshole all day and just being mean, and basically more or less promoting the propaganda that humans ain't shit. So I'm all for it. This was a great chapter. Man, I can't wait to see where this goes, because we don't even know what Yuka's main curse technique is. Like, yes, she has Yuta's ring, but bro, she got her own curse technique within her body. Yuta's ring is just to help protect her until she unlocks that power. And the heavenly restriction user like Tsurugi, man, if this is anything like the Dragon Ball series, if Maki was already moving at like Mach 5, Mach 6 speeds at her time and in her era, equaling Toji at a younger age, then I guarantee you, at this age, Tsurugi is definitely going to be doing shit that's Saitama levels of superhuman. And he's going to be one of them people that the debates are going to be, oh, well, can Tsurugi beat Ryoma Sukuna? And let's be honest, at this junction, at this day and age, no. But in a year or two, he might just be able to do it. He might be able to do it. But more or less, like, comment, subscribe, be fucking dynamic. I love y'all. Peace.